All right, all right. What's up, everyone? First of all, I apologize. I just realized that today was Monday. I thought today was Sunday. Let me explain. I'm way behind. I'm way out of whack when it comes to figuring out my schedule here. All right, let me just switch over. Say hello to everyone. What's up, everyone? Happy Monday. It's weird saying happy Monday, but guys, it's always the beginning of July is chaos for me. And of course, everything happened during the weekend. Birthday parties. I had plans going on. I have plans today. I have plans for the 4th of July tomorrow. It's always the beginning of July leading up to July 4th is always crazy for me. Sorry about that. And so I apologize for not streaming. I honestly, like, it wasn't until probably 4 p.m. in the afternoon until I realized that, oh, I was supposed to stream today. It was Sunday. So by the time I realized that was too late, I figured push it off to today. And I think I picked a good day for it. We might be breaking out here soon. We don't know. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Let me just pop up chat, say hello to everyone, and then we'll go ahead and get the show started. Pop out chat. Alan Clark, hello, how you doing, my friend? You met yo. Did you forget to set the scheduler? Yes, literally, Alan. Yes, that's exactly what happened. I was being dumb. I don't know what the hell happened. Ever since I stopped working full time, there's been times where I literally convince myself that I'm either behind or ahead of where I actually am. I guess it's a good problem to have. But doing this full time, sometimes you just get carried away. This was last week, but I was traveling on top of that, had other stuff to going on after I got back home. So yeah, fortunately, I just forgot. Let's see. Vidarius, how you doing, my friend? Good afternoon, Pratheesh. Good to see you. Happy Monday. I'm hearing a few TA saying this is the top, while many others saying TA scream last chance before heading to the moon. It is a long weekend here. Johnny's getting old. I am getting old, man. I know there's people who are older than me going to be yelling at me for saying that, but yeah, I am getting old. We'll see. Beta bot, we'll see. I really, people are going to be screaming both sides of the coin here. Not only do we make our TA based off of actual, well, not just our TA, our trades based off of actual price levels and good information itself. Bryce does a good job of respecting it to a degree. And if we do actually pump through it, we're probably going to most likely see a test of 32K, if not definitely higher. But I'm not here to say one side or the other. All I'm here to do is tell you why it could happen. Magic Man, good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Pumping for 4th of July. Happy holidays. Yes, if you guys are in the US celebrating Independence Day, tomorrow is 4th of July. So I got stuff to do tomorrow. I'll still be here tomorrow, guys. I'll still be here tomorrow. But I figured instead of skipping out entirely and waiting for Tuesday, I figured I'd hop on here for a little bit. It's probably not going to be a full stream unless something crazy happens within the next, I don't know. I only plan on being here for maybe 45 minutes. So we got another 30-ish minutes to see if something crazy happens. And yeah, I'll stick around for a little bit longer. But let's take a look at what's going on here. Missed you on Block Chance. You coming, Block Chance 24? Yes, Bidarius, I'm sorry. It's just, for some reason, it just didn't work for me. I had too much stuff going on. Plans were lining up around the same time. Like, I had to help my sister move. And between driving down to Florida, which was a 2-day trip, on top of that, flying back home, then going to Germany. Well, actually, no, I think I probably would have flown out from Florida to Germany. That would have been the best case scenario. And then going to Germany, coming back home, getting a whole bunch of stuff done. Like I said, leading from the beginning of July to the 4th is always chaos for me. So it just didn't work out. But definitely, I will definitely try to make it out to Europe. Honestly, I think either 2024 or whenever the bull run hits, to be honest, traveling to Europe from the US is pretty expensive. So it's gonna cost, I'm gonna have to save a little bit in order to do so, but I definitely do want to make the trip. So definitely coming soon. I'll be in Florida. I'll be traveling to Europe, hopefully, to catch one of these conventions in the near future. Would love to meet you guys if you guys are out in Europe, if you guys want to make the journey. We'll see. Maybe I'll plan everything out. We'll have to just wait and see how things work and how I can figure stuff out. But if you guys did go, I know David Tech and his brother and Vlad all went out, and hope you guys had a good time. Definitely, I haven't seen any pictures or anything. I would love to see, how it turned out. So yeah, let's see. We got Canada's Day and Happy Monday to replace the Canada's Day, so one more day off. That's awesome, Vito. That's awesome. Understandably, no worries, but it would have been better though. It was amazing. I'm sure it was with Aries. That definitely sounds like a good time. Did you watch the guy traveling from EU to US with a penny? I don't want to know. I've never seen that before. I don't know how the hell you managed to get that done. That's pretty crazy if you actually did. All right. So let's see. I know BetaBot's asking for AXSUSD. Did we just get Bitcoin, ETH, and maybe another coin here? I do want to talk about LTC. Now, shout out to Josh V if he's in chat. I did not see this. I was not paying attention. He informed me. So we'll talk about that here shortly. Yes, Marty HT, exactly. You beat me to the punch. That's exactly what I was looking for. Or waiting. I was gonna do LTC. But let's do Bitcoin real quick. Because we are kind of in a slight pump, we have a chance to break out here. I'm not holding Bitcoin at any standard that I think it's gonna go to some crazy number. But we got to take it one level at a time as we approach resistance or support, depending on which direction we're looking at. First things first, I want to just highlight the positions that I'm in. All right, we have this A to a B to a C. All right, and that's the short position from up here. So as long as below that, there is a slight probability or slight favor in probabilities. I cannot talk today. We do have a slight favor to the downside as long as we stay below, but you can see we're kind of fighting on that line right now. The alternative, the other position we have on the board is going to be this ABC long position down here. So as long as we're above 25.8, we're in a possible continuation of the larger uptrend. We'll have to just wait and see how this plays out. To be honest, I do want to prioritize the larger short setup, but I am well aware that we can easily just keep going. In my opinion, once we establish our setups of where we're going to trade, we can look at support and resistance above or below, depending on what we're looking at exactly. But we can definitely go ahead and look for what is the next step. So if we are going to continue to pump, one of the biggest things I want to highlight and let you guys know that we have one more range of resistance, in my opinion, based off of this 32,450. But if we cannot sustain below, I honestly think we have a good amount of space to go to at least 43k. If not, I ultimately would like to see 48k be tested. And from there, we'll have to kind of go back to the drawing board and talk about what the long-term perspective of Bitcoin will be. Because in my opinion, if we are going to test 48k, I'm going to be very, very skeptical that we're going to go ahead and actually put in a much more significant downtrend. If we do put in a larger uptrend here, this is easy, like a quick illustration. If we put in an actual uptrend where we go ahead and test 48k, I'm gonna be on the side that we have bottomed, all right, and I'm gonna probably move the probability to us testing new lows to probably the bottom tier. I just don't see price going all the way back up just to go ahead and plummet. Change this. What am I doing? Sorry, I messed up something. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be on the side that I really don't see price going ahead and putting in much. Why is this not in log? There you go. Wait, was it in log? No. All right. So, as I keep trying to say, I'm sorry, guys. I find something wrong with the chart. I want to fix it, and then I get distracted. So, pretty much what I was trying to say is that if we do go up and test these higher highs or these local areas of resistance, I have a really hard time believing that we're going to go ahead and actually do something like this. It just doesn't make sense to me. Now, just because something doesn't make sense doesn't mean it can't happen. Something I like to go ahead and draw back to is the previous bull market and how it ended there. We had our initial uptrend, right, which was a nice pump to the upside, a pullback, and a slight continuation higher. That was something ideally I'm looking for. Now, it still can happen at this level. As we continue to climb up in price, I'm going to be less obligated to lean towards that side. What I am probably going to be leaning towards is that maybe we are done when it comes to putting in a new low, and maybe we'll put in some sort of ABC here. ABC for an A, ABC, maybe for a B, and then higher like that. That would be a more realistic standpoint I can go ahead and take on BTC if we are going to pump to those highs. As of now, I can't make that decision. I think we're still in a position to where we can easily end this on an ABC and have this be part of a larger trend like this. Larger A to a B to a C. That is definitely still on the table, but it can easily be wiped away. It really depends on what happens here. Hopefully in the next week or so, 2 weeks. I'm not really too sure. Let's see. Harold, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Death metal chart, yeah. Niraj, are you still testing out the day trading strategy? Not really, not too much, really. Unfortunately, I just haven't been around. I was last week. I had traveled for a couple days, came back home, kind of got my sleeping schedule back on track. From there, I had stuff to do this weekend, and I have stuff to do today, tomorrow. I haven't really had time to sit down and look at smaller time frames. Once things cool down when it comes to like how much time I have and I have more available time, yes, I will go back and see if I can nitpick it a little bit more and figure it out. I just unfortunately haven't had the time to do so. Sky Knight, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. S&P made a bearish ABC. We'll definitely take a look at that. Clap Show, good to see you. How you doing? All right, let's do. All right, so now that you guys understand like how significant this pump could be if we are going to test higher, just keep in mind that we're not necessarily there yet. We have to actually break this resistance, break the structure, continue upward, and from there I can start talking about 43 to 48k. We're just not there yet. The bear side of things, if we are going to break lower, we ultimately have a couple areas of support below. We have the previous setup A off of this ABC around 25,730. If that fails, I'm probably going to be targeting probably around 24,750. But ultimately, if that fails, we're probably going to go ahead and test 19.5. So just keep that in mind. I would say there's more support below us than there is resistance above us. But I definitely think the resistance above us carries more weight. So to me, if that resistance is broken and we do have a lot of momentum to the upside, I really don't see why 43 to 48k isn't in the cards. But yeah, if we break that 17.5 and then ultimately probably the previous low around 15,450 is going to be the areas of support I'm looking below. If we are going to pursue lower price targets, so just keep that in mind. All right, let's go to Ethereum real quick. All right, so Ethereum, just to touch on Ethereum real quick. Guys, remember I'm still holding that short from 2032. I'm also long off of this ABC from 1733. So if we can maintain above that, that'll definitely be a good long to hold on to. If we could break above 2030, the next area of resistance to go ahead and test is going to be around 2146. All right. If we can maintain and push through above that resistance, almost similar to BTC, it's a little bit more direct in my opinion. There's really no other level to go ahead and actually find resistance off of until about 3571. Now, do I think we're going to go up there and test exactly? Not really. It's more of like a kind of an area to consider. So we could go anywhere in between depending on how strong the pump is, depending on where price wants to actually stop at. I don't know, but based on how we do things, it's more about probabilities of what's the most likely target, or at least what's the most likely area to test next if we go ahead and continue the upside. So just keep that in mind, guys. If 2150 breaks, I'm going to be pretty bullish. Even though there is one more technical, larger ABC you can consider, which is this one here. That is definitely in the cards. I cannot ignore that. But to me, the entries are so close to each other. I'm not going to be trying to short every single top. I'm going to be just trying to catch the 2030 entry based off of the larger setup. So for me, even if we do put in a smaller ABC, to me, it's just not worth it. I would just wait to, unless we get a significant move to the upside, you know, but in this case, we can start talking about 3570, but we're just not there yet. So guys, remember, even if we put in a higher, slightly higher high, 2030 is the resistance, and we do have a slightly smaller setup that we could take a short off of. All right, so just keep that in mind. Definitely possible. I'm also long off of that ABC here, which I mentioned before, off of 1730. If we continue to break lower, 1730 is a good area of support. From there, I'm looking below to around 1628. All right, 1367 and ultimately 1070. And if we want to go lower than that, we'll go lower if we need to. But at the moment, those are pretty much the main points I'm looking for support to be tested at if we do continue lower. Josh V, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Let's see. Can we short ETH now from the new ABC structure? Which one, Niraj? I mean, if anything, you can try to short this one, but I personally think if you're not in a short, maybe I would probably just wait for the retest higher. But if you're looking for anything smaller than this, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, my friend. Unfortunately, that's not a good setup. So maybe if you want to take the one on 1936, you can. I'm not the biggest fan of that one, but if you want to, definitely, I wouldn't say it's a bad setup, because it could be playing into a situation to where you're looking at something like this: ABC for an A, ABC for a B, and then lower C. So definitely possible. Definitely possible. Let's see. Click the like button. I really do appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, if you guys like this video, I would appreciate a like, maybe comment if you would like. But I appreciate you guys being here regardless. Oh, LTC. All right, let's talk about LTC real quick before we miss out. So LTC, I might take this trade. I just have too many positions on the board. That's my problem. I don't want to have too many positions on the board. But we did actually get that higher high past about 105, 106. We've been talking about this for a very long time. Kind of wish I took the LTC long, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. For the entirety of this uptrend, we were looking for an A to a B to a C. And how long did I say this for? Going back, even when if I go hit the replay button, we go backtrack here, right? I told you guys pretty much what it comes down to, what you can narrow down your options to, is that either we get a ABC long below here, right? Or we get an ABC short off of this larger ABC. I would say, yeah, actually, yeah. Off of this ABC. That would be the main two positions I was looking for. And if, you know, I don't have to replay, but if I go back to current price action, you can see we pumped significantly, actually put in that higher high, and now we're kind of fighting above that region. So you can see we came back down to retest it almost perfectly. You probably would have got it entered if you're looking to get in. Let me just see. I think you might have gotten entered if you tried taking that short. Yeah, you probably would have gotten entered. Me personally, I have too many positions on the board. I don't see. Maybe I might allocate smaller risk. I might use less of a risk percentage, just because I don't want to spread myself too thin. But for me, that definitely is a decent short to consider taking. In my opinion, if you look at the larger scale when it comes to what could be going on here, we could be playing with something like this. We have an A, we either finished the B or we're working on finishing a B, and we potentially could come down lower to a C. The bullish option is that maybe this low is in. All right, $40 was the low, and we're working on something like this. ABC for an A, maybe come down test support, something like that. That is definitely in the cards as well. It's just about waiting to see how price responds to this area. If we do come back below more significantly, definitely go ahead and take that short, or at least if we cross back below. But if we just come down and retest it and then continue upward, then we kind of have to just wait and see how price is going to behave in this area. But yeah, that was definitely a good position to take. Not financial advice. We don't give financial advice on this channel, but just keep in mind, definitely a good area to go ahead and consider shorting. Let's see, got stopped out of my Matic short. I haven't really looked at anything else. Let's take a look at Matic. I see. Did you take this continuation setup, Sky Knight? To be honest, I honestly think if you took that setup, that's a good setup, but I actually like this one more. I actually like that one more. The actual separation and trend is a lot more significant. You can see, even though this was deeper, the separation between the A and the C is a lot more within this B. So for me, I'd be a lot more comfortable taking this short. Not financial advice. But if that's your continuation setup, consider taking that position maybe one or two more times. Don't try to go all in on this type of position. You already made a lot of money on the way down. There's no reason to risk it all, especially trying to catch more. If this goes, if we just keep going, let it go. Just let it go. Don't chase. Let's see, ADA. I believe I'm almost stopped out of ADA. I used a little bit more of a larger stop loss. I believe I used 4%. I don't remember exactly. Let's see. Yeah, I used about 4%, so I'm almost stopped out of this. So I'm still sitting in it, looking for a little bit lower. But that's pretty much it for ADA. AXS, yes. Let's go down to all right, BetaBot. Let me ask you this: are you still holding that? Did you take that position? If so, are you still holding that bullish ABC I was telling you about? Can AXS really drop to 275? Yeah, absolutely it can. It all comes down to support based off of prior local lows off of the previous trend. I've said this multiple times. If you go back in price history, I can show you a ton of examples of this. If you go back in price history and establish where the supports are, if we cannot hold above support, we're going to test lower areas of previous support based off previous trends. So the only support that sticks out is around 273 to 275. Let me show you an example of this. I'm gonna go back to AXS. I just want to show you an example of what I'm talking about. So for Cadena, all right, it was this region here. So almost a similar, it's a little bit more drastic, but just understand. Like, let's say if I do this, take this out here. All right, we establish a bounce. If price breaks below 440, the next area that we're probably going to go ahead and test is around $1.38 for KDA. All right, I'm just going back off a previous support. I may have went back a little bit too far. Let's see. I think I made it back a little bit too far. You can see we tested it, we broke, we retested it as resistance, and boom, look at that. I don't even have to show anything else. All right, we came back up, tested it as resistance, rejected. We came back down almost to the wick and got a nice bounce off of there. Does it mean that we're actually gonna put in a bottom? No, it's just an area to understand that, look, if we fail to hold this support, that's the next area. All right, so you can see we bounced, and I could sit here and, you know, continue to watch this all day, but just showing you guys how price respects these area of supports. All right, we came back down, tested it, put it a lower low, put it a slight ABC. We kind of see we're still kind of consolidating in this region. Ultimately, you guys know what happens, but she's most likely, well, she is going to break. All right, you put in an A. It looks like you put in some sort of B. The C wave's probably going to extend lower. Like I said, I'm not going to go ahead and show this entire thing, but you guys can see, based off that previous line, I mean, off of this support as well. We broke that support. We broke through it, came up, retested as resistance. We got rejected. It's simple TA, simple TA. So remember, you got to take it one step at a time. It's the same thing how we view our ABCs. All right, once we understand the levels of resistance or support that show us where price can go to, we just have to go ahead and mark them out and see how they respond. So it's the same thing with AXS. If we cannot hold below 5 or above 580 and go down and maintain above 450, 273 is absolutely in the cards. Absolutely. You guys have a good weekend. What if we drop lower than 275? All right, let's do the same. Let's do the same process of elimination. Let's go back in price history. All right, so let's ignore everything that's going on in the present. Remember, we're looking for significant breaks of trend, and we're looking for where price can go. All right, so you can see this is a significant break in trend. But we have this one here. This is a significant break in trend. This is a significant break in trend. This is a significant break in trend. All right, so just marking out these levels. All right, so going back, if 273 breaks, we're going to $1.07. If $1.07 breaks, we're going down to 41 cents. If 41 cents breaks, we're going down to 31 cents. And then that's pretty much it. That's all it has. Unless there's a chart with more price history, that's all I can give you. Yeah, pretty much a penny stock. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. If 273 breaks, $1.07 is next on the list. And if that breaks, 41 cents. So you got to take it level by level. Thanks. No problem, my friend. No problem. How's BCH doing? Is it still ripping? Every single day, it just seemed like BCH did not stop, which is insane. What was it off of that ABC pivot? All right, I saw 200%. 170% on spot is absolutely ridiculous. So, especially for a coin like BCH, definitely was a big move. Oh, let's take a look at the SPY. Yes, Okay, so whoever, I forgot who brought this up. I'm sorry if I forgot. Umit. I went back and looked. Umit, yes, absolutely larger. Definitely it's a smaller one. I would say this would be your ABC. Definitely a smaller one. But yes, it did put in a higher high. So definitely going to be interesting. Like I said, guys, when it comes to the S&P and what could be going on, at this point, we can only take it level by level. You know, now that we're above 431, the next level to test is 462. If 462 breaks, 480, and ultimately, if that breaks, I pray to God that we put in a nice rally. Because if we don't put in a breakout rally off of 482, and we just put in a slight higher high and reject, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. So definitely going to be interesting to see what happens. Hopefully, like I said, I'm hoping for the shorter term bearish case, longer term bullish, is that maybe we do something like this. I would be a little bit more relieved if I saw this happen. Even though yes, it does require more downside, I think there's less downside potential with this setup than there is on the macro setup. Only reason being is that if I go back to a larger time frame on the S&P, all right, I love to point this out. All right, we had a rally from the 90s, you know, a multi-decade run, put in a retracement. All right, this was the initial downtrend. All right, we eventually came back up, put in a slightly higher high, barely put in a ever so slightly higher wick, and then boom, that's when the housing crash happened, the '08 crash. So, you know, based off of what I see, you know, we definitely, if we do put in a higher high, we could definitely test lower. I don't know how much lower. I really don't know. Like I said, that's not what we do here. We don't try to figure out exactly where price is going to go. We just could take the trades based off the setups and allow the market to show us where it wants to go. So, but if we're playing this off of local area supports, you can see similarly, it put in a slightly lower low. I don't think it really tested any significant prior support. So if we are going to play that route, what I'll probably will say is that if anything, probably 319 if you want to be a little bit more extreme. 218 you can definitely make a claim for. But you know, we'll just have to wait and see. How's the DXY doing? DXY. DXY, same, sideways. Pretty much the levels I'm looking for is to maintain above 100, and then probably to test the resistance of this range, because looks like we're forming some sort of range here. 108 or sorry, 105.90. So we'll have to see how it behaves in this region. Hopefully we can get a continuation or a reversal. I just want a larger move to happen regardless. You guys know me. I'm sick and tired of this sideways price action. All right, let's see. Does anyone have any questions for me? I do want to keep this one a little bit short, just because I am going to be here tomorrow. Just want to fill you in, guys, a little bit what could be going on. Maybe we'll get a larger move here in the next 24 hours. But I will be here tomorrow, same time, actually a little bit earlier. I know I came on 1:30. I'll be on 1 p.m. My stuff, I just had to set up my stuff again, and it took a lot longer than usual. You are good, thanks. No problem, my friend, no problem. Let's do Wordle. What you do live if you go for a vacation? It depends. I'm going to the beach, down the shore at the end of this month for a week. So maybe I might do a stream. I'm not gonna be doing anything crazy. If anything, I'll just do maybe I might do videos. I won't know if I'll do a stream. Maybe I'll bring my camera, or maybe I'll just do stuff on my phone. I'll figure it out, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. All right, so you guys know me. I'll keep the lower time frames up while we play Wordle. Let's do donut this time. Damn. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I saw a TikTok video the other day. That's why I started out with donut. I gotta find it. Hold on, I bookmarked it. All right, here we go. Raise, that's the one. Raise and donut. All right, so there is an E. We struck out with the S's. But apparently, if you start out with donut and raise, those are the best words to knock out as many vowels as possible. Let me see what you guys think. I'm going to do my best to try to mitigate as much repeat letters as I can. But we'll have to wait and see. I want to know what you guys think. This could be a lot of things. Eliminate double letters, unless I need to. I'll give you guys like a minute or so. No clue. This one is hard. This one is tough. Something with an O with a T and an E. The T, let's put the T in the third spot. Hotel, that's a good one. Let's do hotel. BetaBot, thank you so much, my friend, for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. No shot. You did it again. You did it again, my friend. With the 50-50. We try to be a little more higher class here, so I picked the hotel. That was good. That was good. All right, my friends. I'm going to go ahead and call it stream. Don't worry. I'll be back tomorrow. 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. 6 p.m. UK. I know, like I said, I want to apologize for not streaming yesterday. Try to keep the schedule as close as I can. I'll be honest, I got a lot of stuff going on in life right now. So I'm not trying to make excuses, all right? But sometimes things get in the way, and I do apologize for that. So I do my best to make up for it if I can, or when I can. So I'll be here tomorrow. Hope to see you guys then. Be good, be safe. I'm not going to do a thing. We're just going to call it a night. We need 8-star hotels. Definitely BetaBot. But BetaBot, Umit, Bidarius. Let's see. Sky Knight, Josh V, Niraj, Clap Show, Harold, if you're still here. Marty HD. Jack Black. Oh. I'm so sorry, my friend. Are you still here? Is it weird I'm not looking to long alts, as long alt market cap hasn't given me a big ass long ABC? Jack Black, if you're still here, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I didn't see this. Me personally, I don't think that trading ABCs off of market cap is a good strategy. I would take the price action itself. So yeah, I wouldn't count on all the market cap total or market caps of altcoins to take trades. If you want to, maybe you could try it. Me personally, I've had the best luck with it. I can't believe I just missed that. I'm so sorry though, but thank you for asking that question. Magic Man 69, whoever's here, Alan Clark, I really do appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Be good, be safe. If I don't see you, have a happy 4th of July if you're here in the US, or if you guys are, if there's any other country. I know Independence Day, I think it's BetaBot, you said today, right? Or is Canada's Day tomorrow? I'm not sure, but regardless, have a good time. Don't drink and drive. Party hard. I don't know. I could do all this stuff. you were saying before we got Canada's Day and a Happy Monday to replace the Canada's Day, so one more day off. Oh, it was Saturday. Okay. All right. I was confused. All right. I keep getting distracted. Bye-bye.